watches. This is so close, man. Okay, you got to understand what's happening, man. Wow. You've actually just, look, 1208. And again, I'm talking because it's worthless. It's not in sats or anything. It's actually in cents, but it's so worthless. I'm just going to say 1208 to make it fast, right? This thing, like, you're talking 3 rising valleys here, momentum shifting structure, inverse head and shoulders, potentially once it breaks this 1300 neckline, it's gone, dude. It's a life-changing opportunity. Straight down, straight up, straight down. It would be straight up again. You just can't be surprised. This is a trade setup posted to patrons like a week ago. So you're up off of the entry, but it has yet to really take off. And when it does take off, I'm telling you, dude, there'll be 20 to 40% upside in one day. It will be insane. You will miss out. Like, the only people that will make the money on this are the ones that are owning it right now, just sitting in it, waiting to get stopped out or waiting for that big day to happen. That's it, man. You won't be able to really make money on this just trying to FOMO in. Yeah, so it'll be trending on Twitter. It'll be in the thumbnail. It will be crazy. There is really no more resistance here. Okay, I mean, you got the local high, the local neckline, and once it's gone by, doubles up. If not double, goes to 1700. So we're talking, like, from where it is right now, minimum upside on the daily, 37%. But really, most likely, 66% upside from here. There was even more, though, when it was posted. There was more upside. It's up marginally off its lows, off the entry. So it really...
Let's go. Maybe this will...
If there's not price action, that is. So thank you, dude. But just everyone, please understand. Tom, I don't know what you're talking about, because we've already bought. We're already in this. We're already waiting for the outcome. We're already waiting to get stopped out or to make ridiculous money, because history is telling us there's nothing to do but to make unbelievable yield on your position once the neckline's broken. You've sprung, you back-tested springs, you've made full resets. The Moon Boys that ever owned this have been, they've been taken out. They work at McDonald's or they're homeless. If they decided they didn't want to work, they have nothing. They've lost it all. The FOMO Moon Boys are gone. Now the smart money's here. Smart money. What is smart money? We don't know that it's going to rally, but we certainly know a 99, 98% retrace. Old levels that were resistance are now support numerous times. Classic accumulation and momentum shifting. If you don't take a long now, you never would. This is the lowest risk area ever to take a long on Shiba. I'm just saying, not financial advice, but I'm just saying, man, if not now, you never would. You never would. And if you're trying to say go short here, if you're saying go short here, you were the idiot that was buying up here. You were the exit liquidity. Yeah. Good luck. Hey traders, welcome to the first ever Shiba Inu stream, where I am literally Shiba Inu himself, or itself. Yeah, dude, that was a recap from 2 days ago. I was a piece of bread because I was really sick, like COVID AIDS sick, and yeah, dude. So here we are, 2 days later, and Shiba is up 34% on the day. So if you didn't get what was going on, I mean, get over it, dude. If you didn't like that there was a replay of that, then don't watch. But that needed to be recapped, okay? Stuff that just gets lost in this stream. This was, you had your chance. You had your chance, and here we go. We got less than an hour until the daily close, where this is about this and Doge are about it. Nothing else really in the market's doing anything. Bitcoin was rallying last night, but then rolled over with a bearish engulfing candle and has caught nearly 12 hours of follow through off that bearish engulfing candle with lower closes. And now you're testing 24,200 for the past going on 8 hours now. If you break that, not really good at all. It does seem like Bitcoin's kind of stalling out, falling back below the heart line of that big channel. Okay. So rejoice, 1700 achieved. The swing low from January 22nd, 2022. In fact, went on the daily, you hit your 200-day simple moving average. There it is. Look, tested like the Jesus, man. But how could you look at this structure and not be bullish, bro? What would you have needed? Like, there's nothing ever that would have been good enough. When you're like, hey, identifying a structure that looks like this is one thing, in anywhere, random context. But to be identifying it after it loses 98% of its value, and then on the right side of the development, it's just back testing old levels as support. There was just nothing better than this. This is like trade of the year. Trade of the year, man. On Shiba. Because it was such a small period of time it took to get to crazy levels, right? The next spot. And it may not even be done. Certainly, if it is over, no one's going to complain, right? And you can blame that on the crappy macro, Bitcoin rolling over, collapsing, whatever. But my God, say Bitcoin like doesn't collapse or something, you think there would be a little bit more upside, maybe just to see 2000, which was kind of the original assessment of where we would go. But you know, again, this isn't something you can ignore. It is a wick low, and you clearly can see you have regarded it as a resistance for now. So, congrats to everyone else who made money on this too. I know a lot of y'all did. But, you know, at the same time, saying all this, we're tooting our horns, man. TA's respected, right? The things we studied, we invested in ourselves, played out this time. It doesn't always play out. It could have just as easily failed, but thankfully, where we were, it was at a low-risk area where if we got stopped out, okay, you take on minimal losses, you move on your day, you look for something else, eventually it will present itself, and you go long on that. So we were just fortunate enough that it played out this time. You don't have to know where an asset's going to make money, but you can learn and identify things that happen before big moves like that. And it just seemed more probable upside. It was like greater than 50% chance it was going up than down, and that's all we need, man. Give me a greater than CoinSlip's chance. Yeah. Got it. You have no idea if it's going higher. Could, but at the same time, hey, I've seen 200-day moving averages. I mean, that's the Jesus resistance, man. I mean, last time you tested it, for real, last time you tested the 200 moving average, you dropped 26% in 2 weeks. And then you never saw it again, ever, until today. That's nuts. Okay. So we will keep our eye on this one. You know, got it on the kind of the big screen here. We got the Shiba chart because it's the Shiba stream. Because I told y'all, hey man, like it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be trending on Twitter. It's gonna be in the thumbnail. It's gonna be a Doge themed stream and stuff. Shiba stream, whatever. Here we are. Reality has hit us hard and fast. So let's move on. Let's go to Doge because why not, man? Doge did I mean, it's breaking a resistance. 7.86 cents was the big one. And above that, I mean, you could eventually see 10 cents. I know we got to worry about like 9.3 cents. But I'm just thinking that scam wick high, maybe, yeah, 9 cents. 9 to 10 cents from here. Nice rally. It's just doing what Shiba did, right? Yeah. What's up, Porter, man? Let's go, dude. Thanks, dude. Dude, you didn't tip me in Shiba? You crazy?
Crypto_hoarder tipped $106.40. Thank for everything, brother. What's up, chat? 0.055000000 ETH.
Yeah, what's up, chat? Look what Joshua said. He said SHIB and Doge are trash. Get into coins with an actual future. I'm sorry. I care about the coins that are going to help me in my future. I don't give a crap about Doge and Shiba's future. I care about my future, my family's futures, right? You should too. You shouldn't care about their futures. Hey, if it can make us money, if it's an identifiable pattern at a nice value area, why not take a shot for your own future's sake? Screw Shiba. All right, so you did catch some bids up almost 13% today. It got as high as 8.47 cents. Nice, and it is a breakout, a break back above anyway. And it's just, I'm talking about the high from February 9th, 2021. All right, isn't it crazy? We're starting the stream with Shiba and Doge, man. Oh my God. All right, let's go to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin's just been very, very disappointing today. But in the end, really, if you look at it on the daily, is it that disappointing? Nah, not really. Not really that disappointing, man. And sorry about the filter. Like, this is like, despite everything, how many people are out there and artistic on this app, this is as good as it gets. There was, every single other one was terrible, dude. All the other Doge filters were like, they didn't work. It was just, my mouth was randomly somewhere on a picture of Doge. It was bad. So this is all I could do, man. Okay, for a Doge type little filtered stream or whatever. Okay, so still above the level from December of 2020, barely, right? You know, maybe it's being support. I mean, this is actually the first time it's being back tested after being broken on the 12th. You are back testing today, but you're not catching many bids off of it, right? Yeah, not catching too many or any bids, right? I mean, you went up, you hit $25,000 for the first time since June 13th, and that's it.
China to me, China.
Great call on the SHIB. I changed my name. Shame on anyone who missed the move. I see the same type of shit with Litecoin and a few other coins, and people will probably miss that one too. What can you do? Lead the horse to water. 0.074110000 LTC.
Gabago, over here.
Thank you so much, Tiny Shiprana, for the 471. Much love, dude. Whatever, man. People, I get it. It's just a meme. It's a meme coin. It's a joke, but that the chart wasn't a joke. I mean, I couldn't ignore that. I dreamed about it. I was like dreaming about the Shiba chart, dude. Right? How beautiful the structural development was. That's it, dude. I don't care about Shiba at all. If anything else looked like that, I'd have been like, hey, I love that chart too.
Running. How is AMC looking? Happy Shiba to you.
What's up, Kirk, dude? We'll look at Shiba. Thanks so much, dude. Well, no, we'll look at AMC. Happy Shiba to me. Yeah. It's a joke till it's not. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Okay, so this is it, man. That's your update on Bitcoin. It hit the highest highs of the entire rally, 25K for the first time since June 13th, and has since then pulled back to back test 24,200, a December 2020 high, and definitely a local level that was always resistance. First time it's attempting to test it as support. No clue if it holds, but it's doing what, hey, say it did hold, it would be the first time. And hopefully you could rally to the second, third target of the trade setup on Bitcoin. Where July 13th, I was mega bear, I was beara, and then 14th, become bulla, cautious bulla, until it falls back below those levels. Then I become bear again, but it never did. So it's just like, okay, false bearish breakdowns have consequences, and here we are, much higher. And some altcoins have been able to do stuff. Okay. Let's look at Ethereum. That, I mean, dude, it was at, like this zone. There was, 4-hour bearish divergence was identified, but man, it wasn't really. It was the only time scale, dude. Even on Bitcoin, only the 12-hour, the daily, the 3-day, the weekly. None of them showing that buyers are exhausted. Only the 4-hour. So the 4-hour, I guess, played out a little bit, right, where you pulled back. The level of inflection, you're back below. So anytime you're below that, man, you got to be really cautious, because you understand what happens every time you fall below that level. You go straight down to 1730. I hope that doesn't happen again, man. I hope it doesn't happen again. You don't want to be below this, because historically almost 100% chance 1730. My issue is, like, you can see this high of 1790, the high from July 28th, and like clearly inflection August 8th. That's never been tested, right? There's never been a formal successful back test. What if you wouldn't back test that? You could. It's just all about if Bitcoin's going to hold 24,200. I mean, bearish engulfing candle kind of pretty much going to be confirmed in 39 minutes if all stayed the same. And just real fast, you know, at this inflection point, which we knew, this is like the big one. You're starting to maybe show MACD histogram bearish divergence. If this starts maturing, you continue to lose your positive momentum. Anytime you're showing daily bearish divergence, which you weren't doing until today, the argument's starting to develop now. This level, you can't be surprised. You hit this level, you reverse. You pretty much hit the level, you reverse, right? You break the level, straight down, straight down, straight down. So remember, this asset has over doubled in value since the bottom. So if we stall out here, if we reverse here, if we react here, no one can be surprised. This is certainly not the level to be taking fresh longs on Ethereum based on inflection points. You know that, right? Just like BNB yesterday, hey man, it's just not the area to be taking fresh longs. It's the absolute worst area based on historical price action related to levels. The level 330 to 350. My God, throw in a 200-day simple moving average there. Throw in the fact that BNB went from 184 to 335. You know, I mean, it's up 83% in 54 days. All those things being said, and no negative momentum since June 22nd until today, chat. BNB starting to finally show it. God. Good God, man. So, a more significant pullback, can't really be that surprised, but it hasn't. You know, what's kind of hilarious, BNB has barely done anything up here. It's certainly, you can see some sort of reaction, not really much in price action, but within tests, right? You go to the 4 hour, you see even more price action testing that area. All the bearish divergence, right? You had triple, quadruple, almost quintuple. But in actuality, this was a lower high. But you can see momentum shifting. All these touches, man. I mean, that's not a joke, dude. That's like market telling you, right? Market participants telling us that level is very, very real again. And you're unable to break it. A little exhausted on the 4 hour, certainly. I mean, daily, I don't think you were showing on the daily so much. Be a little bit hard to say. 3-day. Well, the problem with the 3-day is no matter what happens, hidden bearish divergence will develop. It's starting to develop, right? You made the high in April. Now you're making a substantially lower high with higher levels on the oscillator, both oscillators, and so that implies a continuation downward on the 3-day. It's starting to develop here. Again, if not here, maybe never, right? If you're like, if I'm not going to take profit here, I might never take profit. I mean, just say it, man. It was a good, really good run, bro. It really was. It's just, dang, man, hard to be like having conviction on a long right now. What's up, Haroon, man?
Haroon tipped $31.05. Great call, Mitchell SHIB. TA respected. Let's keep it going. 1,829,842.000000000 SHIB.
Oh my God, he tipped in Shiba Inu, man. He's the Shiba Inu session top Jesus now. Thank you, Haroon, for that. And dude, again, it's not even a call. It's not. It's just me investing in myself many years ago, and from really smart people. I'm not smart. They're smart, and I was able to identify what I was taught on a chart, and it just happened to be Shiba this time, right? And it happened to outperform like the Jesus. And that's it, man. It's not about calls or being right. It's just about identifying predictable patterns and value areas and being able to identify price action, back testing old resistances from a couple years ago as support, man. Okay, so not even a call, dude. It's not even that. Okay, not a call up, not a call down. It's just it's like forecasting. It's like it looks more probable for upside here, and you certainly understand why there was limited downside because it already lost 98% of its value. Okay. Okay, so sorry BNB that it's just at this level. Oh my god, dude. Let double down. Are you kidding me? I don't think we've seen a $300+ tip in a month.
Double down tip $333. SHIB making a killing. Mitch TA is a real deal. Join the patron people. Learn how to trade for real. TA respected.
Wow, double down. Thanks for the $333 of fiat. My god, man. IRS enters the building. Or enters the chat. Thank you, dude. Holy crap. That's a massive contribution. Might have to... Well, we have a Doge contribution. But Shiba, it's going to be the same thing. It's just a freaking Shiba dog. Oh my god. Okay, let's go to XRP. Remember the poor man's everything. But dude, it's XRP. You get it? How bad? Like, just how bad? Like, great, dude. Yes, it could be considered an active trade setup right now. And the entry area was as close to 32.5 cents as you could get. Yes. But since you've engulfed on the 27th of July, you've done nothing, dude. Nothing. It's just, it's sad. Really is. This is a 3-day chart, by the way. Not even enough bids to really get you above 38.6 cents. That's pretty pathetic, man. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. It's so weak. I think the bids should have already come in by now. I think they should have been coming in like Dot, but they didn't. So I really don't know if there's ever going to be enough demand to XRP to hit an equitable target for somebody if they were taking a swing trade long on this. I don't know. I really don't know. It doesn't seem like it, does it? I hope it pulls a Shiba Inu one day, right? But it's just not. No one's buying it. So, sorry. My God. You have to kind of move on. Like, I can't spend too much time on XRP. It has not warranted me spending any time on this chart. Cardano, though. Real nice little breakout on that ascending triangle. But just couldn't get to 61 cents, could it? Thanks, Bitcoin. Right? Thank you, Bitcoin. It got as high as 59.4 cents. And maybe a backtest of 54.8 cents. Could be in order. It hasn't yet. Since it broke it never back tested it truly. But the fact is, historically, it's never reversed where it just reversed, right? So you think it's got a little more upside. How much more? About 7.2%, 7% upside from here before it starts really testing an actual level. But, you know, Bitcoin rolls over. It maybe won't matter, right? Yeah. We didn't look at total, so let's... Sorry. Let's look at that.
I like turtles. There's bears out here.
Well, I mean, all we can say about total was it was nearly overbought in an uptrend. That's what the supply line on the top is. Yeah. And that divergence that was there, kind of like, oh, no, maybe not. And yeah, never mind. Yeah, it definitely is there. You just had to go up one more time. My God, you almost touched it, dude. So I would think minimum 1.106 for a back test or something. It's really not in any bad shape at all. It's just, you know, it's not even not even threatening the previous low. It just made this highest high. It's good. It's just you could understand why if a more significant pullback occurred, there'd be plenty of downside potential before you became oversold in the uptrend, right? The oversold in an uptrend would be down around 1.04 trillion, you know, the demand line. Okay, so that's your total, right? We could look at the daily real quick. This is the daily. God, no negative momentum since June 23rd. I mean, it'll engulf bearishly, but barely. It's not really a big deal. It's just kind of a regular candle. Nothing significant too much. You're still above that wick high from January. 2021. I would have thought you'd maybe see 1.2 trillion, but for a back test. But you haven't yet. And maybe it's just we're a little early on that. Okay. So, Dot was next. I can't remember which, you know, these things jump each other every day. Sol. No, wait. What happened, man? So it was Cardano. Oh my God, Cardano jumped XRP. And now Sol is the next one, somehow. Well, Sol hit its highest highs. Technically, I guess it's since May 31st. And it's pulled back, not by much. There really wasn't much of bearish divergence or anything either on the 4 hour. You know, I was thinking like if Bitcoin was to continue its ascent to see those 26 levels, you got the strong wave structure. It's still like, this is still a valid idea, I think, until you fall below 37.26. So there's a long way to go down before this is not a valid wave structure. So I think like eventually you could see 55 bucks, assuming Bitcoin wants to hold on, okay, to 24.2. Or at least wherever it sells off, it makes a higher low than 23,677 because that's your previous low on the 4 hour. And yeah, maybe it's just coming to back test 4270. But yeah, I mean, like some of these coins just hit their highest levels of their entire little recovery since Black Saturday in June. Okay. So Sol, and then after Sol is Doge, which we already looked at Doge. Now we can look at Dot. Well, I guess on Sol we can look at the daily. Daily bearish and golden candle. Now, I don't know, man. You got real close there, didn't you? You got really close to that daily inflection zone. Yeah, the old highs from April 2021. Man, my God, man. You can't, I mean, that's like, even with that wave structure there, when you're looking at this, you're like BNB, you're going up and you're about to be testing historical reversal level for the first time, kind of. Not really great fresh long area, even if it is to continue its ascent, right? This little midterm uptrend you've been in, it's not, you're not at your lower risk areas when you're staring at your highs from April 2021. Again, like Ethereum, like BNB, they've had good runs, but they're starting to get to kind of interesting levels where reversals have occurred. Price action occurs at these levels that these assets are at. So, okay, so Sol in that category. What about Dot, though? Dot, I don't think it really got to the, I mean, it didn't get there, man. Like, it just hasn't. I don't think it's in trouble or anything. It could be coming down to 830 now. A back test 830. It's a candle low close from January 2021. Maybe you back test that, hold it, make a higher low, and then run later, 1040, 1060. But let's say you were like long on Dot off of the successful back test of the, you know, key level from August 2020 and the re-breakout of like this wedge structure. If you were long on that, you're not at a profit taking level, unfortunately. That sucks. I know. You're just not there yet. I mean, the equitable profit taking level there would have been 1040, 1060. And it's just one of those unfortunate situations where you can't make these things get there. And they may never get there because, you know, Bitcoin runs out of time and collapses. Equities market collapse and it's just you can't get there. And that's underperformance, unfortunately, right? Oh, I don't know why my stuff isn't watermarked. What the? Sorry about that. Yeah, that's not been on for a long time now. God. So, yeah, no negative momentum on Dot since June 18th. I think that's insane. We're talking like 2 months of positive momentum. That is just not something that happens that often. I mean, you get an extended amount, but I don't know if Dot's ever gotten this. This might be a record on the daily, right? A record amount of positive momentum before seeing negative. Get 34 days there. No way, not even close to this, right? Like 60 days here. Like doubling Yeah, like doubling. Yeah, this is a record on maybe. Actually, let's see in March. Yes, it's a record. Dot showing the longest streak in Dot's history of positive momentum. It's just a fact. It's just something that exists and is kind of interesting to bring up. So nice, Dot, but unfortunately with your little record, it's not been great performance compared to what it could have been, you know, in a bull market. Doesn't that kind of show you like, hey, midterm uptrend, this kind of, you know, wet fart performance? What's up, Mammoth dude? Thank you.
Mammoth Holdings tipped $25.13. Fetus showing local distribution. Downside targets if so? Thanks. 0.013000000 ETH.
What's up, Mammoth dude? Yeah, well, look at that. Look at that, dude. Thank you. Okay, so you could just like use this moment to understand all that positive Momo and just not able to even hit 1040, 1060, stalling out. Yeah, you can understand bear with a bull mask on right now still, right? It's downtrend still very much intact, and it'll be that way probably for a long time. I mean, Dot, it's going to have to take out $23 for real. Sell off, pivot, make a higher low than your previous lows before it, before you can start saying the trend's truly reversing. You've so far to go, right? Before the major downtrend reverses to bullish. That may not happen again for a long time. But hey, I'm just saying, in you know, the short term, hey, why not 1040, 1060? Because history and the wedge and all that. No. So if it doesn't get a 1040, 1060, that is testament to how effing bearish this market is, right? In the long term. Yeah. Okay. So you got Dot, and then I've already looked at Shiba. Let's go to AVAX, Avalanche Connect. Yeah, you know, this is the one like thrice, man, 3 times. You just can't do it. I've got concerns. I've got concerns when the oscillator is at a supply line, right? At the supply line of the channel, undeniably. 1, 2, 3. And on the third time, if you go to the stream yesterday, you can see what we talked about on your slightly higher high, highest high, where traders settled up on the 4-hour. There was no positive momentum. It was like class A plus bearish divergence there. And the RSI was telling us triple bearish divergence, implying a reversal here. And now, and we talked about 28, 23 is the big cutoff. Like below that, I think there's a lot of downside on AVAX. Okay, so I'd be really cautious here on this one.
All hail SHIB Lord. Thanks for the call, sir. Here's your share of the profits. Please look at Hedron, HDRN. If it doesn't show up on TradingView, then look at Hex. Cheers, bro.
Oh, what's up, Hexagon? Yeah, HDRN is on TradingView, so we'll look at it. I've looked at it before. Thank you, dude. I really appreciate that, Kings, dude. Yep. Excellent. Can't take me serious. Well, maybe that's why you didn't take me serious when I looked at Shiba before it mooned, because I was a piece of bread, right? Right, don't worry about the face filter, okay? Worry about the content, the analysis, the levels. Worry about the levels and the oscillators at the levels. This looks more probable, at least on the 4-hour, that down would be coming next versus up, based on your just thrice, your third attempt here. And but you're still above the heart line, and you're just at the level. But yeah, below this, I think there could be some downside. You know, history down, up, down, up, down, up, down. I think minimum 10% downside, but we're talking could be 20% downside max. If you're talking about the levels, 22.44 to 28.23. So you should be careful on AVAX here. What's up, Todd, dude? Oh, you're just tipping? Thank you, dude. Not even saying anything. Much love, man. Kanks. All right, that was your Dot. So let's, that other market that has been also insane, broke 4,200, which is a big deal. It's down 0.1. This is the S&P futures, okay? Unstoppable right now, melting up and taking out the previous highs, which is a great step to recovery. But certainly, you know, not in a bull trend until you start breaching for real 4,600, because those are your previous discernible swing highs. And we're just thinking, if it's breaking this level, let's go to that daily. I think we had the, yeah, if, okay, 200-day moving average is upon you, 43.20. But if you're talking about a full reset in a downtrend, which it happens, kind of surprised it's happening this time. But an 886 makes the most sense in this situation. Above 42.20, it does make the most sense. Okay, based on historical price action between 42.20 and 45.50. All right, because it's like an up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down situation. Why not up? I mean, right? I mean, if you're going by history and you're going by wave structures and what we know about 886s, if like the S&P like somehow eventually in a month or two or less got up to this level, it's at this point, when you break the B point, that's a high probability area. Scott Carney talks about the bad action magnet move, the BAMM. When you break the B point of the potential wave structure, there's a higher probability area between the breakout of B to the 886. In this situation, it's 7.6% upside. So it doesn't mean it's going to happen. I'm just telling you the stuff that smart people have researched, okay, and put their life's work into. So when you break the B point, you can't be that surprised, especially based on history. Okay, I mean, yeah, it's been a very painful bear market rally. It has.
Benjamin Lopez tipped $22.22. How is Mono looking? Is it going to pull in SHIB?
What's up, Benjamin Lopez? Thanks for the 2222 repeating, of course. I have concerns with Bitcoin. I do, but I love the way what it's doing, or what it was trying to do last night, and then it failed because Bitcoin.
Hope you are having a SHIB full day. Can we check the gala?
Yeah, we'll look at Gala. And people, there's buzz about it. They've been doing something. Thank you, Jacob. Yes. Okay, so that's your S&P futures. You kind of get the gist, all right? And then I'll just look at gold real quick, condensed type of across the markets. Well, I bullishly engulfed on Friday, which is insane. It started the new week, and here we are. You still have, right, the bearish variables that could get invalidated, whatever. You're squeezing or something. If you're above 1788, you're all right. You're actually okay. But man, I don't know, dude. Like when I'm staring at, you know, it just went, gold just rallied from its low. It just rallied 7.57%, which is a lot, because you have to think about market cap. It is a $10 trillion market cap asset. It takes so much money. So 7% should be like 50% or like 30% on something else. There's so much money that was involved with having to push this price upward compared to other assets, including Bitcoin or a stock, right? And think about like, oh, Apple, it is in its heyday, $2 trillion. Okay. 10 plus trillion. So anyway, to me, I think that this is a monster move. And it did break the supply line, which is really nice. And again, when you're above 1788, that means you're above very, very real inflection point where there is, you're just, look at this, man. Good God. I guess it's on my daily. Let me put it on the 4-hour too. Just look where you are. You're not above that high from November 2011. You are above the March 2012 and October 2012 levels. But my God, man, if you're rising wedge, bearish divergence, after 7.6% run from the bottom, this isn't a low risk area for a long, even if it breaks to the upside. You have to understand that it's not. This is like, there's a stronger argument for a short here, even if it stops out and keeps running, right? That's your gold. It's been doing well. Really has, since it hit that, my God, hits the level like crazy. Now it's hitting another level like crazy, right? Okay. Let's do some of these requests, man. We got less than 15 minutes till your daily and weekly candle close. That's why you're here. So if you're enjoying it, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Appreciate everyone. Appreciate it all. The views, the likes, the subs, whatever. The memes. Okay, there was a request, man. There was. I'm telling you, dude. What was it though? AMC was the first request. Okay, we can do that. Well, AMC, you know, 25.55. When we do look at this, we've been discussing its importance and up thrusted through it.
$22.21. Hey Mitch, could you take a look at Send? Cheers. 1,305,586.522816110 SHIB.
Oh my god, dude, that's a lot of SHIB. Thank you, Pat, man. Yeah, we'll look at that, okay? Hey, it's Bullish Charles, man.
Could you take a look at Sologenic, SOLO?
Yeah, Solo, dude. Hold on, the cops are coming, dude. I think the IRS is on its way. Hold on. Remember, they're on their website form for hiring. They're like, must be okay with using deadly force on citizens. Yeah, real cool. If you think what's happening with that isn't weird, there's something wrong with you. Or you just haven't been paying attention. What they're doing with the IRS is really all the alphabet agencies, the way they're weaponizing them, politicizing them. It's very bad what's happening under the hood of our country. So if you're not paying attention, please start reading and paying attention. Okay, you don't need 87,000 new IRS agents to worry about billionaires, the 585 billionaires in America. Anyway, so AMC 25.55, such a real level. Look left. You go back, that first high ever, March 2014. More visible on the daily. Yeah, it's a peak, it's valleys here. Oh man, see, here's my problem with AMC on Friday. That is a textbook dark cloud cover reversal candle. Japanese candlestick reversal. It'll be confirmed tomorrow if we get a close below the close on Friday. I'd be really careful on AMC. Never do you, when you see a big run that happened, right? Think from the bottom. AMC from its low to its highest high went up 183% in 89 days. Do you understand that? That happened already. And now you're at an inflection point from history. It was the first high ever in the history of this chart. And you're showing me a textbook, undeniable dark cloud cover. And what's really weird about it, or interesting, is it's dark cloud covering after this high. So it's almost like you have one high, then the second high, right? It's almost like you have a confirmation high. And on the confirmation high is the dark cloud cover. This is certainly the last place you'd want to be going long on AMC. If anything, this is profit taking level, right? That is a very scary looking candle there. If you don't believe me, Google dark cloud cover and then you tell me, because that is a textbook example. Should be in textbook. So if this is respected, down next, not up, then it's really, again, a stronger argument because one high than the second high. You get the 4 hour, you could see it, I'm sure. Right? Okay, so that was for Kirk. Thank you, dude. Next one was for Mammoth, which was FET. He said something about 90 USD. Fetch AI Connect. Well, I have memory of this place. This one is above the 7.2 to 8.3 cent inflection point, where historically straight down, up, down, up, down, up, down. This is you'd think it's in a great position for upside, but where are the bids? I mean, they've come in somewhat, but if this was gonna respect history, you'd think 17 cents eventually. Would you like 70% upside from here? But it just hasn't really happened yet. That's all I can give. And if not, then it does what SHIB did and like hits this high of 13 cents. That's your next target, right? The peak from August 2020 and the candle low close from May of this year. So if you're not going to 17 cents, minimum target of 13 cents. Now, here's my issue on this one. I mean, it could have already broken back tested, but What if it comes down for a back test and makes another higher low? It wouldn't be that weird either. So it's hard to say it's at a great entry level. Now, the closer you are to 7.2 to 8.3 cents is the closer you are to the lowest risk entry. Do you understand that? Because then it's like, then you can have a tight stop loss. Right here, it's very difficult. How do you strategize a stop loss at this level on FET? You can't really, because if it goes down to 8.3 cents from here, it wouldn't be weird. It's really never kind of reversed here. I guess it maybe, you see how it gets up to these levels where it's at now and then goes, look what it did. In January of 2021, it hit the level that it's hit now and it's stalling out at, and then it went down and did what? It back tested 7.2 cents before then what? Running. So from here, historically, it's dropped 32% in 2 days, bro. 2 days to back test before it then goes to moon. So that's where I stand on FET. Do you get it? Wow. Certainly wow. Many wows, many Doge, many FETs. Yeah, no, I haven't seen negative momentum since June 23rd. That looks like that's about to change, right? Unless you just start mooning tomorrow. But in the end, right, in summation, where you are now, if you're done back testing, the back test is done, you still have crazy upside, where the next target in time is 30% upside, and then above that's 70% upside. Okay, there you go, FET. Thanks, man. The next one was Hedron. We got 7 minutes till your weekly candle close. If you're enjoying it, hit that like button, that bell, that sub. Let's spam the likes. Let's spam the, the Discord, right? Here's the Discord. Join it so you get notified when I go live and when you can, and when you want to continue the conversation when this stream ends, right? Because everyone in here that's typing and stuff, we're normally all in the Discord after the stream. So Hedron had a great 48 hours, and today just consolidating at an inflection point, right? Is it not? Is this crazy, right? I mean, it kind of pulled a Shiba, dude, did it not? Where it's like down, up, down, up, down, up, and now it's at this next level. It tried, like Shiba tried to break 1700. This tried to break 34,459, right? If it ever does, then you're going up another, my God, from that breakout, you got another 48% upside. But from the breakout it had on August 8th, it back tested the breakout as support, then engulfed. You had a break hook and go on the daily on Hedron. But from that level, that breakout, the upside potential was 80 to 89% upside. Gotta love how it broke out of the channel and then back tested it too. So the big guy, Michael, 10% for the big guy. What are you talking about? Oh, here's Tom Crown, man. Remember that time we were talking just 2 days ago about that asset you just mentioned? Yeah, dude, crazy. Okay, Hedron, that's all I can tell you. You are at a critical level. After breaking another critical level, you go straight up. History repeated itself. TA respected in that regard, right? And if it ever broke the next one, 34,459, then 51,443, and that's it, dude. Wow, crazy world we live in on Hedron. Thank you, Hexagon. Let's go to mana for Benjamin. 5 minutes, chat. We'll get wrecked. Oh my god. I need more mana. Mana that was breaking out is not anymore. But it was so close. I mean, it already has broken out, dude. And here, like, you gotta hear me out, alright? You have to hear me out on this one. Because it's like, I think you've already truly broken out. But there is that one little guy. That one candle low close from April 26, 2021. And the high from September 2021. And it's a local high from May 31st of this year. You were breaking that last night. You pulled back thanks to Bitcoin.
Hey Mitch, could you please check out the USDTQ coin? Does it look like it will hit 1.48 before making another move higher?
So Brian K, thanks for the 15 euro. I don't know, man. We'll look at it. Thank you, dude. Mana, you know, I need more mana. I think if we can break 109, let's just say 110 for the psychological aspect of that. 110 breaks. There's nothing. It would probably pull a Shiba above 110 and go up 34% maybe in a couple days, right? It's possible. And if not that, then at least this high from May 14th, 20% upside potential above 110. So you're a few cents off of the breakout, but I think you already broke the other level, the big one, right? Master inflection point there. You've broken it, you back tested it, you're holding. I think until you fall below $1, man, even 95 cents in ways, it's really $1. Until you fall below $1, you are safe. One would just be sitting long in this and letting it play out. Just like Shiba, you don't know it's going to play out, but you know we're above some key levels, and if it stays above it long enough, there could be insane upside in a very short period of time. All you have to do, the problem with this one is there's just a little pesky $1.10 level that's real too, and you're just butting up against it. You've been testing it for the greater part of the whole month, right, of August, 2 weeks now. So maybe there's absorption of remaining supply. And you're working on that, okay? So this is a trade setup, just like Shiba was a trade setup, and it's active and it's never been stopped out, not even close. That's it, that's mana. Wish there's more to talk about. There could be insane upside, 133 then 150 after. If it can break 110, which we don't know yet, but it could. All we know is we're at low risk areas for a long. The asset lost all its value. Right, Moon Boys destroyed. They're homeless. McDonald's, Bojangles Chicken. All right. But then a bullish butterfly appears. Pattern completion zone 1618, confluent with a 98% retrace of sorts, and then a spring back test of spring a couple times. Accumulation confirmed. Now above inflection points where it could be a straight line up very soon on mana. You just got to pray for Bitcoin, man. You got to pray for Bitcoin. All right. There you go, Benjamin, man. So get Gala for Jacob. Well, we gotta hold on, man. We gotta look on this. Oh my god, man. Oh my god. Let's go back to Bitcoin. Disappointing day for Bitcoin, but no problem, right? Still above $24,200, the December 2020 high. For the first time, you're back testing this level as potential support. I say potential support because if it's testing it now, it could just roll over tomorrow. If it tests it, 1 minute, I guess you'd say it'd be a successful back test because its traders will be settling up above the level. So that is successful back test. So we really would like to see tomorrow some follow through on the back test, meaning engulfing candle again, mega green candle, impulse candle. Yeah. Less than a minute, chat. Okay. We're running out the clock. We're here. It's been a good one. Not just for Bitcoin, but for Shiba. Here it is. Going to be closing. Shiba will be closing, unfortunately, below that 1700 mark, which is real. It's there. I mean, it's the wick low from January of this year. So, and you just know, on a day like this, there could be nasty downside. This thing could be down 10% tomorrow real fast. Okay, it could. Goodness gracious. At the same time, I mean, I guess it could breach 17. I mean, really, the big level is 2000. Here's your 4 hour on it if you wanted to see it. Yeah, right there. There is Jesus Chimes chat. Hype in the chat too.
Hype in the chat!
Did it, man. What's the weekly look like on this thing, dude? Highest weekly candle close since May 2nd. Really not that big a deal. That's not crazy. That's testament to how destroyed this asset got, right? It's a new week on Shiba. Highest momentum ever. RSI, highest levels since April. Did it, man? Okay, let's go back to Bitcoin. Just whatever. Or we'll go to Doge because it's part of the family. You know, Doge. Look at this, chat. This is a significant thing that has developed. Doge has broken back above its 200-week moving average. At the same time, Doge has closed above the old highest weekly candle close, February 1st, 2021. You have sort of a break back above on Doge on the weekly. This is interesting. And the divergence, of course, continuing to play out kind of. So don't ignore it, man. It's there. Doge just did that. Now you can back test 7.8 cents, sure. But wow, if you couldn't maybe see eventually 10 cents from here, which is like 20% more upside. Okay. Now let's go to, you know, Bitcoin. You know that one coin, dude. Here it is. Okay, the weekly. Bitcoin has break, hook, and goads, technically. You have broken back above the 200-week simple moving average. Then you back tested it. Now you've engulfed after bullish divergence. Okay, so that is some really strong stuff, even despite the disappointing pullback at the beginning. Okay, that's some good stuff, man. It's really not bad at all. Hold on. Sorry, dude. It's like I'm recovering, but I'm still like draining and stuff, so I'm just like over here. Okay. So we can go to Ethereum now. Check it out on the weekly. How did Ethereum close on the weekly? It's at the levels, man. I mean, it closed right at the weekly candle high close.
Waiting a week for this day. Appreciate all you do. Would you like to check FXS, please? 0.1907681 LTC.
Well, so, you know, minimum 15, unfortunately. I have to bring that up. Don't get mad at me, man. But you just, yeah. Thank you, dude. Maybe. I mean, just, again, I appreciate it. So you just got to understand this on Ethereum on the weekly. Like if you can break 2040, the upside's crazy. Like you have insane upside on the weekly above this level. The upside is like 33% on Ethereum above 2043, but you just doubled up, you know. And I have no clue if this level is going to be breached or not. I don't know if there'll be enough demand in this market to break this last level before kind of the promised land. I mean, if it's not 27, it is on the daily, I know, like 2300. So it's like 23 and 27 would be your next targets if you ever broke 2040. Okay. So that's it. Daily, well, you know, nothing surprising. At an inflection point,
2-week
you've
BTC
reacted.
Close. BTC triple daily bearish div and US dominance triple daily bullish div.
Good. Yeah. Yeah, 2-day or whatever. What do you say, 2-week, 2-day? 2-week, yeah. Remember we looked at that a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it's like starting maybe to develop a little bit. But just like Ethereum now, right? If you catch any fall through today, you'll have some high to the highest high. You'll have some bearish divergence there, right? A little bit. But you just can't be surprised. After doubling in value, and now you're hitting this key inflection point from February 2021, this is exactly where a pullback could occur. And it doesn't mean you're going to zero. It doesn't even mean you're going to $888. Again, it just means you could pull back here, man. This is, and if anything, what you would take from this is, this isn't exactly this is not a fresh long area. This is not where a swing trader is like, I am strategizing my stop losses and my entries. How? How would this be strategic? It wouldn't be. No. So we're going one.
Much wow likes. 1,000,000,000,000,000 SHIB.
Dang, Gail. You're making me FOMO into Shiba right now, aren't you? A couple of y'all are. Thank you. Did we get some likes, dude? Or did we get likes? Excellent. Thank you. Yeah. For hitting that like button, all y'all. And supporting the stream. That was close to the golden mean ratio, but you inverted the 8 and the 1, right? You should have been 16, 18, I think, right? So new week, new price action maybe. Let's go to BNB, recheck that out, look on the 8 stuff, you know, whatever. I mean, we know on the daily what's going on, right? We certainly know there. But the weekly, right? I mean, 350. 350 is a big deal. 350 is like 2040 for Ethereum. I mean, breaking that, you could easily go up to $400. But it's, you know, what a great run it's been. We just finally got a red candle, you know. It was a 5-week win streak on BNB. God. And at the area where, wow, man, isn't that like, if it's gonna happen, this might be the area. It's like Bitcoin at its own 20K level, 19891. So again, though, talking about fresh longs is crazy and it's literally ludicrous. Whoops. Ludicrous to take a fresh long here, even if it keeps going up. You should keep, if you keep longing downtrends after assets have retraced 88% from the previous highs, and they 85% since the bottom, dude, you're gonna get destroyed. You'll always lose in the end, like playing the numbers game. So this is where you could see a reaction reversal, no problem on BNB. Okay. So let's get back to some of these requests, right? Next one on the list was Gala. And the week begins with Bitcoin being down $78. Good. Well, Gala, you know, it was kind of like wedge breakout. And it's been strong, man. Hitting this wick low from October 2021. Also the high from June 25th of this year. 7.6 cents was thinking you'd probably be headed to, and if you ever broke that, 8.8 cents from there. All right, so you're just kind of at one level, but I'm thinking probably a little bit more upside, 0.6 of 1 cent, and that's kind of it on this one, you know. Yeah, I mean, once you break this, boom, a little bit more, but that's it though. I don't, you know, not at a fresh long area, right? This is not an area to strategize a fresh long. It's just not. That's it, man. Okay, bottomed out late July. It's been going nuts since it broke the supply line. Not really. It's actually been pretty methodical. So, okay, Gala. Okay, there was something more to talk about on it. Okay, all I can do is talk about the next levels probably if it can just break this one more. It goes 7.6, then 8.8 after. Okay. And kind of interesting. I mean, you know, it's got this like channel. Since it had the big impulse up, it just created this like little uptrend. I mean, above 120, I think you're okay. The old level from August 2021. It's been regarded recently too. You're above the 200 moving average on the 4 hours, nice, but you know, it's kind of weak because it can't ever get above the heart line of this channel, right? Not since it created it, it can't. It's just testing it as resistance, and I would say with Bitcoin performing pretty weak and not so great, it's not going to perform well either. No one's going to buy sand, dude, if Bitcoin's unable to break 25K and starts rolling over again and falls below 24,200, which it's about to test it again and could very well break it this time. So not an area to take a fresh long, right? The closer you are to 120, the easier it is to strategize an entry and a stop loss and take profits. The further away you get from it, the more coin flippy it becomes. If you're between 120 and 150, you understand this is flip a coin 150 next, flip a coin, it goes to 120 next. So you can't strategize here. There's nothing to do here on this one right now as I'm speaking, okay? Nothing to do yet, because you're a little bit too far off an inflection point where you could strategize your stop. Okay. Total oh, 1.13 trillion, dude. That's the so Fibonacci, man. That's the reciprocal. That's 1/4 of the reciprocal of the 1.618 or something. The 113 fib node. Sand. The next one was Solo. Okay. Wait a second. Solo. Solo to tether on, I guess, a boy? No, that looks terrible. Is there like one with data on it? Dude, this is such a low tier S coin, man. Sologenic Connect. Yikes. Don't even know why I'm even plotting on this. Bro. I mean, supply line probably, right?
It's China to me, China.
China.
Sorry, my bad. 266,818.8110906 SHIB.
Thank you, Ted, man. Yeah, dude. We'll look at it. I mean, I guess there's schools of thought on this. I mean, one school of thought, never own it ever. It's trash, scam, loser, always loses. But then the other, school of thought is like, hey, man, what if it's like some sort of like wedge that's going to get back above this wick low from May? And if it gets above it, it breaks the supply line. There could be a lot of upside, man, right? It could go to 24.4 cents, right? This is me trying to be really nice here. Trying to make sense of this crap. Yeah, I mean, it's near breakout of some supply line. I guess if you don't adjust for this, this was a false breakout. Scammed people out bad, right? Went to all-time lows from there. So bad. So yeah, maybe above 20 cents. If it really stays above 20 cents, it could have some wheels, man. It could definitely go somewhere. But again, I wouldn't touch this ever. But it's not like Ethereum that's hitting an inflection point from history and maybe showing bearish divergence now and bearishly engulfed and just doubled in value. It's not doing that. So at least it's a little bit better than some of the assets at this point in this little cycle. You get it? Does that make sense? I guess it's better of an argument than some now because it is so destroyed and is kind of at a support trying to break back above a level versus testing an old inflection point after doubling. Okay. I don't know, man. Tough. Good. Every time I look at total. All right, let's go to theta. Next request. For Brian K. Well, here's your issue, man. I have concerns. I have mega concerns now. Don't you? Looking at this chart, how are you not concerned that you have upthrusted, truly upthrusted above this level, not once, but twice? That's like, this is the lowest risk area for a short in this situation. Do you get that? You understand it has, you know, you had the partial decline. It did break out, but caught no follow through at all. Where this is where it should have mooned. It didn't do that though. So low risk short, having a stop loss somewhere above 159 and letting it ride to the downside. Because if it starts breaking back above 158, 159, oh my God, this thing probably could go to 240. But we don't know. All we can do is identify the price action correlation to the top of the range, and it's awful. It's his like worst case scenario. Why else? Because you made the high, then you made a substantially lower high. That is confirming distribution on theta, at least on the 4 hour for now. Dang, man. It was gonna do things, man. Win Lambo. Now not. But hey, dude, if we get back above 158, you know I'll be feeling good about this again. Just you can't be bullish on theta below 158, especially after up thrusting through it twice, and on the second high it was lower than the first high. Concerns. Massive concerns. Do you understand why? I'm telling you why. Yeah. Sorry, man. Struggling over here a little bit still. The recovery, man. It's like I'm good, but just I'm getting there. Okay. FXS for TOAD. Exchange you wanted to like be on or what? Man, if I do Binance, dude, this is like an awful chart, terrible chart, so bad. But and the issue with this one is like, hey, at least with Shiba we had history. Does this one have more history somewhere else? Like, I'm not really. I mean, you had history maybe, but this is like all-time lows and stuff. This is like bad. You just failed to break out, and now you're rolling over. No, it doesn't. This is the only history. It's not. It doesn't bode well, man. You're at all-time lows. You're not 90%, 99%, 98% retrace like Shiba. So I would say when you get to 776, 826, that's where a reversal can happen. It's starting to happen. I don't think you're at a fresh long area at all. Maybe you could pay attention to this local $6 area and see how it responds, but I wouldn't long this. I wouldn't touch this right now. That's just me though. Probably some little uptrend going on right there. Yeah, sure. Yeah, a little uptrend, little channel. Look at this, how traders could never settle up above it on the daily. Even though intraday it was breaking it. So I guess you're nearing over, technically like over sold territory. Well, eventually $6 would be oversold. And really at that point, I don't feel that great about it. So good luck, dude, on your not very good looking coin. I mean, that's just been destroyed. But yeah, it could mark up. If it ever broke 826, yes. If it breaks 826 for real, 1330. But how is it going to get to 1330? Because no one even knows it exists. I think Shiba had the blessing of the Wall Street bets and you know, the Pope of that community and Robin Hood and it's the DGen retail AMC GME Moon Boys, right? They are friends. Their liquidity are friends of these scam coins, these memes. This one isn't a meme. This is nothing. It's an unheard of loser at all-time lows. So it's just probably not going to turn out the way you want it to. But if it ever broke 826, sure, that's probably where the massive markup could occur. Okay. So the next request was nothing. That was the last request, chat. Bitcoin holding above 24.2. Trying hard, man. Bitcoin's trying hard. So what you did just get was another test on the daily. Here's your daily that just opened, right? You just got another test of that level as support. Not bad. Come on, man. Now let's go together and break the heart line and then see you at 26.6, 26.5. That'd be great. Another back test. I'll tell you, man, edge of your seat, balls of your feet here. If this isn't good enough for you, I don't know what is, man. Like, if you don't hold this level, you could be going back down to 22.5 fast. But if you do hold it, this is where it goes to 26.5 if it's a successful back test. Jay Klemp, Media, Peter W, Josh N, thank you all for joining the Patreon. I'll give y'all some Jesus chunks for that. Really appreciate it. Okay. Thanks. Oh, music though, man? Oh my god. Excuse me. All right, been live, hour 22 minutes. If you're enjoying it, like button, bell, sub stuff. Thank you all for being here. What a day it's been. The 2 week for Egg, he said. He was like, hey man, the 2 week. Showing something. I don't see anything. What do you... 2 week Bitcoin close. Oh, the 2 week. Yeah, it did close. This is a 2 week candle close, the highest 2 week candle close since May 23rd. Nice. Triple daily bearish divergence. Triple bearish divergence. Maybe it's trying to. RSI is just not really. But yeah, high, the higher high, maybe the highest high. Yeah, you keep this up, you might, yeah, for sure. Man, if you stay above 24,200 though, it's a straight line up and a straight line down. So that's not dead yet. I mean, they could still do that.
Squirrely tipped $22.20. Can we check out XDC? Wrote it up now at critical levels. Good looking structure still. Much love.
What's up, Squirrely? Thanks to 2220. Thank you, dude. Almost repeating, of course, but not. So not, of course. Okay. XDC. I think we looked at that kind of recently, maybe. Oh, it's kind of, you know, the impulse kind of happened, man. I mean, it was, you know, old-time lows, dude. It was old-time lows. But it certainly was doing something like this, right? I mean, in the end. Yeah, and then you'd be like looking at the other one that Toad requested, and it's like, dude, what about Toad? That one. I mean, the momentum shifted. You had a very symmetrical left shoulder to right shoulder, slightly slanted neckline if you're using the wick. If you didn't, if you used the candle body, you can clearly see how horizontal the neckline was. It was very pretty here. No one was bringing it up though until it broke and was already broken. So I think the upside on this is there's still some to go. Nothing really makes too much sense until you get to 4.2 cents. But yeah, you're, I guess, stalling out at this valley from May 27th. It was put in first time ever, and now it's just being respected for now. But yeah, I mean, like, dude, you're talking 4 days of this. That means like whoever bought this still owns it and no one's selling yet. So if this keeps up and Bitcoin doesn't collapse, 4.2 cents still seems like would be the most reasonable next level here, which means like from where it is, there could still be, you know, like 17 to 18% upside on this. But just remember, it broke out, kind of back tested the next day, but it could always, you know, say Bitcoin rolls over, this comes down, back tests this level as support. All of a sudden you get 1, 2, 3 valleys. Oh my God. Before then going. So not really an actionable level for a long, you know, it could be a continuation long, but I don't know. How do you stop loss? Where do you set your stop loss? You're in no man's land here. It could go all the way down to 3 cents and it wouldn't be that weird. So okay, XDC mainnet connect for Squirrely dude. It's for the squirrel dude. Okay, and then that was the last request, technically. Check back in on the dogs. SHIB that on its new day has done really much anything. Down 0.83%, no problem. Tested 1700 again. And that's it. I mean, it's the 200-day moving average tested yesterday, intraday, and now the wick low from January of this year has been tested. Traders settled up below that. Now you're just hanging out. No selling pressure coming in yet at all. You just never know, man, on such a colossal kind of historical type breakout where it was a life-changing opportunity if one was able to allocate based on the structural development and the context of the structural development. Where it was just as important as how the structure looked. Highest daily volume since November of 2021. So you understand, yesterday was the highest daily volume Shiba received of the year 2022. Spectacular. Okay, well, I'm not sure how much more, what else I can even do today, you know. Been live hour and a half, typical stream time, hour 30, 2 hours, whatever. And, you know, Bitcoin's not mooning, so there's not going to be that much hype. So I understand that, and whatever though. Just don't forget about mana. That is poised for tremendous upside. As long as Bitcoin doesn't collapse, mana could be doing insane stuff very fast. Just hasn't yet. Maybe it never will. Maybe 110 never breaks, but if it does, boom, insanity.
Can we peg FTM to USDT, and how does it correlate to FTM to BTC? Thanks.
What's up, Egg Dude? I mean, we can look at FTM. FTM looks fine-ish, right? I mean, it's the next target's 48.9 cents. Not much else makes too much sense. I mean, there is a high from May of 2021 that you're kind of at right now, but This is kind of like DOT, where if you were to own this above 29.29 cents, you just let it ride until it eventually sees 49 cents, and then eventually 65 cents of good stuff happened. So, I mean, it was in a downtrend. It broke it. You know, supply line was broken, and it's just been methodically going, kind of like Atom and Algo and stuff, where they just higher highs, higher lows since June. That's kind of it. Not really doing anything spectacularly, and just kind of sitting around 40 cents, above 40 cents, above 40 cents. 20% upside above 40 cents. That's all I can tell you, right? Hey, look, it broke the resistance. It even back tested that resistance as support. And when you do that, that's a strong bullish signal, like DOT doing it, like XRP even did it. Okay, it's just not really gotten to the levels that are equitable yet for a swing trader. But they could get there in time. It's just not happened. It's just pretty slow going for now. FTM, to BTC, I'd be really careful, because this one's like, my God, man, this is where reversals occur, right? Isn't it? February 2021, May 2021, when you hit this level and rejected it, FTM to BTC lost 67% of its value. After rejecting this level, it lost 68% of its value, right? So if you break that, my God, upside could be unbelievable. But you haven't. You're just getting close to it. And my issue with FTM to BTC is the very real bearish divergence on the daily that is undeniable. Okay, this is pretty much implying that a reversal's coming in a downtrend after a really nice rally, but you're nearing a critical inflection point where you get destroyed. If you're nearing that level and you're showing bearish divergence, it's certainly the highest risk area ever to take along on FTM to BTC, and might be a strategic shorting opportunity, right? Because it is implied, if the TA is respected, down next, not up, and it's the daily, it's not a joke. But if it did break 1743, you know, that's where a stop loss for a short would be, because you'd be cut off real fast, because this thing could shoot up to 2184, 2413. It looks like it closed above resistance. I mean, you tell me, dude. Closed above resistance. Chat, did it close above this resistance this first time ever? February. No. It doesn't look like it closed above to me. Bitcoin successfully back tested 24,200 for now. So I don't know, man. It's just like my opinion, man. Started like dying over here, man. I don't know, like sometimes when I talk, like my throat just like dries out. All right, all right. So Bitcoin's gone green on the day after backtest, which I think's good. Not bad. Could you imagine, dude? Could you imagine right here if Bitcoin, it's really, you know, third 4-hour candle now, testing 24.2 as support. It's never done this, right? You know, it's only been resistance, 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 resistance. Now it's support, first time. So I wouldn't call that a bad thing, man. Okay. Eternity, don't worry, you'll get another chance. Most likely. I mean, based on the levels, dude. 2K. Like, why not 2K, bro? Alright. Total also pivoting right now. Kind of crazy. Think we'll see 1.2 in time. Why would someone sell SHIB at 1800? Well, here's the thing, man. Like, you got to understand how rare it is when an asset does what Shiba did yesterday. So if somebody took along, yes, of course, it isn't quite at that profit-taking level. It could be at 1. Certainly 1800 or 1700 was actually an adequate first profit-taking level because of the percentage of upside. But if you're doing it in a day, man, that's a good day's work. That's a good month's work for a trade. I mean, think about the Bitcoin trade. Entry was July 14th. It took 26, 27 days for Bitcoin to hit the first target of the trade, right? Almost a month. But then Doge, you know, what was the Doge, or the Shiba Inu trade set was posted like, what, a week ago or something? And, you know, when it broke out, boom, it goes up 40% in a day. I mean, that, you can improvise on stuff like that, okay? Like, just because like Shiba went up that much, I'm saying, like, you know, in reality, it could pull back 15-20%, you know, on somebody that tries to long now. Even if it doesn't, it could, and that would, there's just no strategy involved now. But yeah, if you got in yesterday before the pump or any of the days preceding it, because you had so many times, you had unlimited opportunity to long Shiba before it went nuts, right? Yeah, I mean, you don't have to take profit. You don't have to take profit at 1700. And technically, the trade setup is talking about 2K anyway. So, you know, it's just 40% a day, man. It's Christmas in August, real fast. But we really are most concerned, you know, she was cool and all, right? But we're most concerned with 24,200 on Bitcoin. Because if 24,200 on Bitcoin actually holds up as support and we start rallying, yeah, Shiba will most likely see 2K, right? Because, I mean, you're talking about the macro is going to be at like $26,500+. I mean, Doge will probably be at 10 cents. And then a lot of, like, Mana will probably break 110. Not sure about Ethereum and BNB. It's tough, man, because they had their crazy run. It was insane. And they doubled in value pretty much. But now they're at resistances. So it's just like, not about us knowing if it's going to go up more. It's just more about knowing low-risk entries and strategic stop-loss areas. Okay, that's all it's ever really been about. So...
Can you check Gold Mining Incorporated?
Slip up, Scabble, Gold Mining Incorporated. You got a ticker? I mean, I guess I can type that in. Yeah, let's see what I can do. Gold mining. Okay, talking about GLD G. Less than 400,000 volume. Recently hit all-time lows. Oh, God, dude. I mean, this is not something I'm really wanting to long, dude. Nah, man, you just successfully bearishly back tested the low from December 2021 as resistance. I look at this, and until you get above $1 and $1.08, I want nothing to do with this asset. Nope. Nothing. Okay. Above $1.08, though, historically you could see there's a lot of upside. But until you get above $1.08 or $1, nah, you wouldn't own this. You wouldn't touch this. You'd like let it be terrible. Like, there's nothing about this that sticks out as redeeming of a chart. It's literally awful. Okay. Now you could say it's a shark. It's a 113 shark, maybe. It looks like it, right? A 113 shark. Like, who's gonna buy it, man? Here, yeah, you have 113% shark. Wow, look at that, chat. Or really, it's more like.
Oh, would you look at that?
So you reacted, but not much of a reaction, huh? The reaction manifested into a bearish back test of your old all-time low from December 2021. So that's it, dude. All right, get above $1.08 though. $1, yeah, the upside above $1.08 could take you to. You got 30% to 33% upside if you can break $1.08. You haven't though. Okay, that's all I got for CLDG. Okay.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
Good Lord. Drainage Connect. Is there anything else on this one? Like, yeah, there's a supply line, if you could even believe it. It's pretty crazy how it was respected. Yeah, up thrusted and all that. Let me show you on this, whatever. Why not? All right, the 1 and 2 on the top, you know, the beginning. And then it's like you tested it perfectly, up thrusted through it. Then you broke down and then you back tested it as resistance for collapsing to all-time lows. So, you know, and that would make more sense. If you 108, definitely, you know, 138, because it's a supply line pretty much confluent with a horizontal line, right? Yeah. Mana just jumped. Mana's solid, dude. Like, Mana, I'm telling you. You're like in the it looks like the last stage. You're like just before the thump, just before the impulse candle to melt faces, in my opinion. And I could certainly be wrong. I've been wrong before and I'll be wrong again, but Mana is so prime, dude. All you need is Bitcoin to just not collapse. If Bitcoin holds 24.2, promised land for some of these altcoins, dude. Promised land. Okay? Mana, are we on the same page? Can y'all hear me? Is this thing on? Shiba Inu, Mana coin. Okay. All right, so we got through the requests. Ethereum almost up 1% on the new week and new day, but still below that 1972. Can't be, I mean, surprised if we react here more sell-off, but how can it if Bitcoin keeps rallying? Bitcoin's okay right now. If Bitcoin's gonna rally, 2043 is your target. If you break 2043, understand that's the next major level. If it breaks, you got another 15+% upside to 2300, and it could happen very fast, right? 12.6% upside above 2043. But below 1972, there could be 12% downside. So, but it's just, you're not at a strategic level for a swing trade, okay? You're just not. Even you flip your coin, it goes to 2300. Flip your coin, probably goes to 1730 next. I mean, starting to get to a point where it's showing some bearish divergence on the MACD, but it's really strong on the RSI. It's just like hitting overbought, resetting. It's in the bullish control zone, 67.8. It's really strong right here still on the RSI. In total, 1.143 trill. It's trill, dude. All right, y'all. So it's been a good stream. I appreciate everyone coming out, and just pay attention to these markets because they're definitely interesting levels. You're just praying for Bitcoin to hold above 24,200. Repeat it with me, 24,200. Above that is a breakout of sorts. It is a breakout. We're looking left, there's nothing. Above that level, straight up and straight down. Okay. And if you even want to regard the May level, fine, 25.3, that means more upside. But I'm thinking if it's gonna hold this level, which we don't know, but if it does hold it long enough, you could be looking for 26,500 plus. Okay. The top of the channel it's been confined in since June 18th, the beginning. All right. So thanks for the likes, the love, support, everything in between. Double down, my God, 333. Let's go. Until next time, respect the TA.
Close your eyes and get yourself comfortable. Allow the stillness of your spirit to come through. Keep your full attention on the sound of my voice and relax. Let your mind become quiet. Turning your attention inward as you focus on relaxing your body.
Is that a joint?
Allow your muscles to relax from your head to your feet. Imagine feeling a new warmth begin to blanket you, flowing through your arms and your legs. Your entire body and mind. If any outside thoughts should come into your mind, I want you to simply brush them aside and return your concentration to the sound of my voice. Breathing deeply and relaxing completely. Heavier with relaxation, feeling the lightness of a protective universal light all around you. You may experience a tingling sensation in one or more parts of your body as you relax. This is good. Experiencing now a pleasant, natural state of calm. It feels very comfortable. Feeling of known easiness and bliss is coming through. Letting go, letting go. Let your muscles relax. Notice any areas of your muscles where they may be tense.